All right. Give me 1 second because the chat is still acting stupid. So what I'm going to do is this. And what the hell? Yeah. All right. There we go. That's just going to have to do for right now. How is everybody doing? Okay. Where is he? What you talking about? Where is he? I'm right here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Rockstar Heavy? Gone. How y'all doing? How is everything going? Jesus freaking Christ. First off, I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs and OBS right now. Streamlabs and OBS right now, like why they don't want to work together or what's going on, but I think I might have to switch over to the actual program of Streamlabs OBS and with the pre-made like scenes and everything. Going well. My boy Silvers was good, bro. Yo, what's going on, Gone? But yeah, I might have to switch over to Streamlabs OBS or another program. Your page one, what's going on, man? So I'm pretty sure, like, if y'all sitting right here, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the title of the stream. And please excuse my shirt. Like, don't pay attention to that. I came in here like I got off of work like an hour ago. ZKK, yeah. Fiji might be right, man. Fiji might actually be right. Yeah, I can't. But like an hour ago, I got home from work. I started setting up the stream and everything. I had to fix my monitor and my freaking camera and everything just to make sure it was lined up correctly. It was a bunch of stupid shit. Now I still ain't switched my shirt. I did all of that. I got my mic out. I wiped off my desk. I cleaned up everything for the most part. And I forgot to change my goddamn shirt. But you know what? I don't care. Hey, that's great news, Rockstar. Wait. 0 cases in Melbourne today finally. Hey, good shit, Rockstar. Well, it's not congratulations to you, motherfucker. You probably ain't do nothing. Rockstar, I bet you don't even wear a mask. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Like real shit. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's day is going better than mine. Dude, been at work for a good like you might as well say 2 days. It's a bunch of bullshit. But chapter 933. Let's fucking talk about this dub shit. First off, the cover page. I feel like this is where everybody, myself included, expected, you know, this whole cover story to like get to. Gotti, wait, is that guy? Yeah, Gotti saved Lola. Lola asked him to marry him. Yo, Fiji, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Fiji is in the chat. How is it going, bro? And yeah, bro, Fiji, I'm still not 100% on it, but you might be right. You might be right, bro. You might be right. I'm willing to give you like 70% because I've always believed that Zorro was going to play a major part in fighting Kaido. He had the dragon slaying sword, and then he gets the sword that is the only one to ever cut Kaido. And now with everything that was being said in this chapter, it's kind of leading up. You keeping this VOD up? Hell yeah, I'm keeping this VOD up. I don't delete my streams. I'm not Dritz. What the hell? I'm gonna be checking this out tomorrow. Hey, do you, bro? Go ahead. Why is this chat not moving? What the yo, what the fuck, man? See, this is that bullshit. Bam. There we go. But yeah, all right, Fiji, bro. Take it easy, man. Stay safe. Silvers, I definitely did nothing. I did the right thing and did it. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. The right thing to do is nothing. Bro, I don't care what anyone says. I was the first to be saying Zoro would get the kill shot on Kaido. I still am not on the title is clickbait. The title is clickbait. All right. I'm still not on board with the idea that Zoro is 100% going to lob off his head, dead in the ground, kill Kaido. I'm still not sold on the idea because I don't think it's I don't from a story standpoint, I don't think it's the best move. The Straw Hats have been getting hype since the very freaking beginning, since Luffy stomped Arlong's face into his own castle or building or whatever you want to call it. Since Luffy stomped his face into that building, the Straw Hats have been getting nonstop hype. Give the other Supernova some hype on panel, just so we can actually get something behind the idea that they're supposed to be Luffy's contemporaries. They're standing side by side with Luffy. If not in terms of power, in terms of conniving, which Luffy ain't all that smart, but his crew is. Let Kid be the one to fuck the Moon Arc. Ain't no Moon Arc. We going to the underworld. We going to Davy Jones' locker. Damn, I said I was gonna stop cursing. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, let Kid be the one to get the killing blow. Luffy and Zoro. Luffy can be a major player in the fight. The major player. Him, Law, and Kid. Those three. You can give Zoro the finishing blow that actually opens Kaido up, gives him a scar, gives him a wound equal to or greater than what Odin did, but it's not the absolute definitive blow. And let Kid go in to completely kill him. Kid gets hype. Kid gets some major hype in the series in terms of the world because nobody is gonna read the newspaper and go, Zoro cut him and Zoro beat him. No, they're going to look at the person that actually finished the job. Kid killed Kaido. That's more of what I'm looking for. Rockstar, what the hell was that? Say message retracted. I can't even see the retracted messages no more. Ain't that some shit? But alright, yeah, like I said, the cover story, Gotti and Lola are getting married. I think we all pretty much came to that same conclusion of what was gonna happen. Is it really? Is this? I'm not getting back into this. Every freaking stream, we talk about the Capone cover story, how long it's going and how pointless it is. If it ties back in, all the better. But until that happens, this cover story is pointless. I'm not interested anymore. It's boring. It's gotten boring at this point. I didn't care about the Germ Pirates. I kind of like the designs of the new Marines that we saw. Can I swipe like that? No, I can't. No, I can't. All right, Flower Capital. It's Flower Capital during the Fire Festival. Turns out not the people in the Flower Capital aren't Odin's side, and they aren't condemning the Kozuki because they want to. It's what they have to do to survive, but deep down they actually believe that the Kozuki are going to come back to help them, and that legend, that belief is the faintest hope that they've had that's the one thing that they had to keep their hope up. And shit, this is the night. After this, if Orochi and Kaido comes back, they absolutely have no hope. And they're even joking, hey, what if the battle is going on right now while we're celebrating? And everybody is just laughing at the idea, saying that, oh, wouldn't that be something? It was something unconsciously racist. Wait. Oh, it was something unconsciously racist. We don't censor people in here, Rockstar. You better repost that. We don't censor in here. Unconsciously racist. If it's unconsciously racist, it's not racist. Wait, no. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If it's unconsciously racist, it's still racist. You just didn't know that you were being racist. But ain't nobody about to get offended in here. If you get offended, you're in the wrong place. I'm sorry. If you get offended by something that somebody said in chat that wasn't a direct attack on you, you're in the wrong chat. Damn, people still trying to hype Kid. I'm not trying to hype Kid. I would just like for him to get some actual on panel evidence as to why he's one of Luffy's contemporaries. I still believe, even if we don't get Kid in action, I'm still of the belief that Kid is pretty much equal to Luffy, even without that stuff on screen, because of Oda's comments himself, saying that Kid was the only one, was the only character that he had plans for, and the other Supernova were just written in last minute. And not a good look. Oh, okay, it's all right. If you think it's justified to get rid of it, then I'm gonna trust you, bro. I'm gonna trust you, Rockstar. Although I can see Kid finishing off Kaido with the giant katana. Kid doesn't have to take out Kaido with the katana. It's just that Zorro can still participate in the fight and get that big shining moment of attacking Kaido in front of the world. But ultimately, Kid is the one to absolutely kill him. Like that's where I'm more so leaning towards. All right, yeah. And back at Onogashima, apparently the bullets that Queen were firing are another type of plague bullets that the only thing that I can directly relate it to is what was the poison called? The Shirokuni poison. The Shirokuni poison in Punk Hazard, where it encased them in a shell, but it didn't kill them right away. If you break the shell, they're still inside there alive. They suffocate or whatever. That's the closest thing that I can relate it to, but whatever it is that's covering them, it's covering them, but still and it's messing with them to the point where they become savage. They grow horns. It shapes their teeth into fangs. In all honesty, Vivi for next Nakama, absolutely. I think Vivi's coming back. I think I showed y'all my final crew member thing. Is it still up here? Is this it? Is this it? Wait. What the hell is that? Oh my god, that's the snowfall from Christmas. Damn, it's almost been a year already? Goddamn. I'm gonna see if I can pull up my full crew member thing. Crew. Is that it? No. Going to One Piece while that loads. Yes, I've seen it many times. I know, Rockstar, and you're gonna see it again, goddammit. I will never let people forget my fan fiction crew and my final crew. And every time somebody new pops up that I like, I am going to add them. Where the hell is it? I don't see it in here. What the hell? Is it SH? The Strides? Is it Strides? It better be Strides. I think I'm going to switch to a 2-monitor setup. Yes, Zoro killing Kaido. Yo, Zoro is going to seriously wound Kaido. Nasty wound. As far as completely killing, oh shit. Damn, that thing got big. No giggity. Bam. My final crew prediction. And in all honesty, I'm starting to waver on the idea of Yamato joining. Because of, and much like the Zoro, the stuff that alluded to Zoro this chapter, I'm starting to waver on the idea of, I said Kiku. Did I say Kiku? No, I didn't say Kiku. Goddamn, I'm getting old. I'm starting to waver on the idea that Yamato's gonna join the crew. For the simple fact that, just like in this chapter, the way that Kaido was speaking about Orochi and how it might pertain to Zoro, the way Momonosuke was talking and coupled with the idea that Shonen Oji put into my head about Yamato being the de facto shogun while Momonosuke is away if he does join the Straw Hats, that kind of leads me into the mindset that Yamato might actually take over and, you know, improve the relationship with the outside, with people of the outside world, on top of, you know, repairing her relationship with the people of Wano. And what better way to do that than to, you know, take over as shogun and get the blessing of it from a Kozuki member and be protected by Kozuki retainers. Hell, and the way, like, first off, I keep stuttering, Jesus Christ. When Shinobu and Momonosuke were running away and they got cornered by the Beast Pirates, and Shinobu took all those hits and told Momonosuke, hey, just run, get out of here. And the thought jumped into Momonosuke's head, would a shogun run away? As a matter of fact, let me see if I can get to the page first off. Why does all my shit deciding it wants to malfunction now? All right, let me see this. Bam. Jinbei was clutch this chapter. I ain't even gonna hold you. Boom, boom, boom. It is page... Oh yeah, it is page 12 and 13 on the Viz site. As soon as Shinobu gets shot, stabbed, and all that, she tells Momonosuke to run, Lord Momonosuke, and in his mind, he's saying, run, is that what a shogun should do? And literally, the next panel, we got Yamato coming in, beating the life out of, I want to say a giant, but I don't think that's a giant. Is that a turtle smile? I think that's a turtle. It is a turtle. I think that might be some type of direct, like some type of hint that, yeah, Yamato is going to maybe staying in Wano instead of joining the crew. I want Yamato to join. I really do, but I'm starting to believe there's a lot of people's ideas that they imposed on me that is starting to make a lot of sense. Namely, and we're going to talk about it, Zorro killing Kaido. Drop them likes. Hey, thank you. Zorro killing Kaido. Again, I am not supporting the Zorro killing Kaido. They just called playgrounds. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Momo joins. I do believe Momonosuke is going to join as the apprentice. Yes, Yamato for Nakama. Absolutely. But look, I'm not supporting the Zorro killing Kaido agenda. I'm just saying that there is a possibility. The possibility exists that he could potentially, maybe, completely kill Kaido. Like, I'm not talking about kill like Smoker said he killed Das Bones in Alabasta. No. Because we know Mr. One is still alive. I mean, completely cut off his head like ching, and Kaido's dead, never to return, not coming back. Jinbei and Momo are gonna die in Wano. Jinbei? Why are people still so adamant about Jinbei dying? I moved past that shit a long time ago. I thought Jinbei's sad backstory was really was misdirection. Oh, page 1 is Opio. Yeah, I think page 1 is Opio. It wasn't page 1. It was somebody else. I have no idea. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But I thought Jinbei's backstory, his sad backstory about Fisher Tiger, was misdirection. I thought it was actually Koala's sad backstory. And Jinbei joining the crew, he was going to die. We were going to find out Koala was somewhere doing something, witnessing that, and she takes Jinbei's place. Because at the time that Jinbei was asked to join, he was probably somewhere closer to Luffy than he is now. No, Jinbei doesn't die. Absolutely not. Zoro killing Kaido is possible. Zoro killing Kaido is absolutely possible. It is a possibility. And the sooner we accept this, the sooner we can all move on. But the salt that people have is too real. Now you got people saying Sanji's gonna kill Kaido, or Sanji's gonna do more to Kaido than Zoro, because Sanji's done more in Wano than Zoro did. Even though Wano was supposed to be a country of fucking swordsmen. I don't know why we were in a country of swordsmen and Zoro's getting no kind of shine. Why wasn't Wano... Fuck, I feel like I'm about to go on a rant. Quick thought, and we're gonna get back to the chapter. Why wasn't Wano what we were given? What was told to us? We were told Wano was a country of terrifying swordsmen. We saw Ryuma. We thought when we got to Wano, the entire country was going to be up in arms at Zorro for having their hero's sacred sword, the treasure of this country. We get here and nobody says anything about it. Kinemon made one remark about it, and they had a little scuffle. Gyukimaru noticed it, and Hiyori noticed it, and Hiyori said, "I'll give you mine for this one." Aside from that, no one said shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that was simply because the I guess you could say the whole idea of old Wano, the legend of swordsman, is completely gone. And people have argued me saying that, oh, that's called subverting expectations. No, that is called false fucking advertising. You told me one thing and then gave me something completely different. Subverting expectations was Yamato. We heard it's the son of Kaido. Come in, take the mask off. It's a genetic female who admires Odin. So they say, in saying I am Odin, so they say Yamato's a man. Genetic female, but wants to be Kozuki Odin. Subverting expectations. Kiku, genetic male, heart of a woman. And speaking of Kiku, fuck, I was not a big Kiku fan until I saw her get hurt. What the fuck? Rockstar, why are you trying to crack the code of if page 1 is Opio? Zoro finally getting actual shine again is gonna be so good, since last time he ever did was important was beating Pika. Yes and no, because him proving to Gyukimaru, or I forgot what the fox's actual name is, but him proving to Gyukimaru that he is a warrior worth the sword, I guess, actually got the army. What the fuck, Silvers? Him proving to Gyukimaru that he was a warrior worth his grit got the army the weapons that they needed. He may have done it indirectly, but he did something. I'm not Silvers. I literally said it once. Oh, my bad. I just saw page 1 saying something about Opio. Regardless, it's not better. It's not. Where's that panel thumbnail? The panel, every panel that I tried to make work and put on the thumbnail, I'll cut it out, but when I save it as a PNG, it just wouldn't fucking sit. It would always have the black or white background. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work. So I just grabbed a PNG of Kiku from Treasure Cruise, drag and dropped it, and it came out fine. I reset my PC, I reset everything. I erased the cache, I erased the history in my internet browser and everything. Wink, wink. And then when I tried to do it again, like I recut the panel and everything. And when I tried to do it again, it was a PNG, but the entire image that I cut out had a gray layer of a gray film over it, so you couldn't really see any goddamn thing. So I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna use this one. The dancing witch was a good one. Heavy, I was getting what? Where's that panel thumbnail page when you you go to Dritz dancing with I was gaming. Oh, wait, Dritz is streaming right now? Give me un momento, por favor. I don't see Dritz streaming. Oh shit, he is streaming. Yo, Dritz, what's up with your haircut, bro? Dritz lost his Clark Kent. What the hell? Fuck Yukimaru and Killer. Zoro saved Hiyori, Tamasuru, Toko, Fa. Oh, fuck Yukimaru. Okay, everything that he did again was indirect. He saved Otsuru. He saved Otsuru, not knowing that was Kinemon's wife, and that took them to inevitably meeting Kiku. Saving Hiyori. When did he save Hiyori? Because, well, he knew that. Oh, you talking about when the Oniwabanshu were chasing him and he no-diffed all of them off screen. Okay, yeah, I'll give him that. But that was only a consequence of them being at the execution. I said that 20 minutes ago. What the hell are y'all talking about? Regardless, all right, that was supposed to be a quick thought. Chapter. People are transforming into demons. They're turning into ice oni, so I'm guessing that's what the plague is. I'm guessing that's what the poison is. The bullets are shoot into them. They get covered in ice that grows horns and fangs and turns them rabid and makes them attack. Queen is like, that's sadistic as fuck. Like, chemical weapons are against the Geneva Convention for a reason. Like, to the point where even like super terrorists don't even use chemical weapons. All right, Ice Oni. Luffy is running through. Sanji grabs him and party table kick course. I don't know why. I think I might have been the only one who saw Sanji do this and just did not care. Like, because Sanji, I like Sanji too. I'm not like every other Zorro fan who just absolutely hates Sanji. I like Sanji. But seeing him jump in and partner up with Luffy, I don't know why. I just did not care. And then from there, we got Gorilla Arm Guy. That shit looks absolutely stupid. I don't know how that's practical. You pull a fist, you cock back and throw the punch, and you got a gorilla fist. I really don't see how that's practical. That's got to be some kind of hell. And I thought all smile users were in a permanent state of like just smiling. Like they had their smiling. And I know there are two types of gifters. The ones that are permanently in their like somewhat animal form, and some who can transform between the two, but they still have that permanent smile. What's up with this dude? His permanent smile ain't there, unless this is a classic Oda forgot thing, which apparently he does a lot. Remember when he drew Sanji's eyebrow on the wrong side? Luffy and Sanji are bickering back and forth about whether or not they should take out the Beast Pirates. Sanji says, let's save your energy for Kaido. Luffy saying, I could take him out in 3 seconds. With you here, we could do it in 1 second. So I'm guessing if Zorro was there, they would need like 0 seconds. Let's not overlook the fact that Sanji has been nothing but an idiotic simp for the majority of the arc. He simped for Kiku, I think. And he simped for Hiyori when he saw her hugging up to Zorro. Oh yeah, back on the chapter. Fuck. Sanji, like I said, Sanji and Luffy are bickering back and forth, and then Jinbei comes in, and Sanji berates him about who put you in charge. I'm the one dragging Luffy along. What's up with Sanji, man? Sanji is becoming more is being more insecure than when Luffy said that Sanji's worth like 2,000 men, and Zoro's like, well, I'm worth 4,000. Sanji is being salty because he know he's not. He's at the bottom of the new monster trio. It goes Luffy, Captain, his 3 commanders in order as it stands right now. In my opinion, is Jinbei, Zoro, space, Sanji. There's only enough room for 3, but there's a space. What the hell? Momonosuke and Shinobu are still running from Yamato. A cat is up in the rafters of the palace, and Bo Huang, I apologize if I butchered that name. So basically what he's been this entire series. Sanji hasn't been a useless simp the entire series. He really hasn't. Sanji's always been insecure. He has been insecure, but he always had some level of confidence behind it. In this, he's just angry that Jinbei came in and told Luffy, we gotta keep going, and Luffy valued that more than when Sanji said it. I wonder if it has anything to do with also getting mind wiped by his wife. First off, Pudding isn't his wife. The wedding didn't go through. Nobody said I do. Well, no. I think they did say I do. They didn't kiss to signify the union. They didn't consummate it. But the way if Sanji actually hits a woman, then I will chalk it up to Pudding giving him a power boost. If Sanji comes up against a formidable female opponent and he actually hits a woman, I'm calling that Pudding didn't just wipe out the kiss that she gave him. She took away his insecurity of hitting, well, not insecurity, his chivalry of hitting women. He'd still defend her to his dying death, but if he needs to, he'd hit her. That is, I actually would like that now that I'm thinking about it. Because Sanji kind of contradicts himself a little bit. He says his crew is the most important thing, and he'll defend a woman even if it's on both sides. But when he has to fight a woman to defend the woman in his crew, what's more important? His chivalry or helping the woman in his crew? So he has to defend a woman and protect the people he cares about. And all he has to do is beat the girl in front of him. Nope, he'd rather die and let Robin die. They kissed, he just doesn't remember. Yeah, she wiped his memory. Chapter. Bo Huang, I guess her devil fruit is seeing through the eyes of these papers, which now that I'm looking at it, doesn't Who's Who have one of those eyes like tattooed onto his chest? So is she a part of Who's Who's group? And my theory that Who's Who was working with Drake and he was a part of his sword operation went way out the window when Sanji is the biggest simp. No, there's a bigger simp than Sanji. I just can't remember it. I just can't remember right now off the top of my head. But yeah, my whole theory for that went out the window when he tried to murder Drake. It's called character development. If Sanji puts his hands or feet on a female, I would say so. If it's for a good cause, if it's justified, then yes. But if he just walks up to a female and just goes, "Bitch, she's Conan." Who the hell is Conan? Conan? Who the hell is Conan? But yeah, if Sanji just walks up to a woman and just goes, "Bitch," then no, that's not character development. As a matter of fact, that's character regression, depending on how it's handled. But if let's say Nami, Robin, Toko, and Tama are about to get crushed by Big Mom's hand, and the only way for Sanji to stop it is to kick Big Mom in her fat fucking face, and that honker she calls a nose. not deflect the kick because it's already too late. He has to kick her in the goddamn face. If he does it, I'll call it character development because he's doing it to protect people he cares about. But if he just walks up to some random woman in the street and says, and like pervs on them and they say, ew, no, get away, and she slaps him and he turns around and goes, bitch, then yeah, that's not character. That's not character development. That's regression. Sanji went from a chivalrous knight to an aggressive pervert. All right. King radios to the rest of the Toby Roppo. Find Momonosuke, kill him, bring me his head. Satsuki is the first one to find him. We went over this already. Bang, bang, boom, arrow shot, bullets, blah, blah, blah. Momonosuke run. He thinks to himself, but I want to be a shogun. Would a shogun run? Before he can even think about it, bam! Yamato jumps in. You know what? All right, you know what scene this reminds me of? I was trying to remember what it was. I just remember a bunch of ninja and somebody trying to make a decision. This reminds me of when Toby Rama in Naruto died. He asked his entire squad, which one of you is gonna be the distraction so we can all get away. And while Danzo was ready to do it, he thought about it too much and was weighing all of the options and was like, wait, would they do this? Would they do this? What if I die? What if this? What if that? All of that run through his head. When all heroes in just looked up and said, I'll do it. 1 second. All right, yeah, we back. Yeah, and Hiruzen just up and said it. He didn't think about it. He just jumped in, and that's ultimately what made him Hokage. And I know I tell a lot of people the same thing, like, yo, it's two different series. Stop trying to compare the two different series, two different authors. But in certain situations, I feel like it's somewhat relatable, but not 100%. I'm just pointing out the similarity. Yeah, I'm actually curious to see where Yamato goes from here. I want Yamato to join the fucking crew. Make Yamato a Straw Hat. Please. Please. I don't ask for much. Dear Lord Oda in I'm not going to say heaven up above. Dear Lord Oda in Japan, right over there. Please grace Yamato with the Straw Hat flag. Amen. A freaking men. Yamato says, I'm not interfering. I'm fighting for the Kozuki. Notice she didn't say I'm not interfering. I'm fighting for my subordinates, continuing that she is Kozuki Oden. She's really, I think Yamato is at some point going to come into her own and openly say, ooh, excuse me, I am like Yamato Genghis Khan or whatever the fuck Kaido's last name is. Could you imagine if Kaido's last name actually is Khan? I could imagine Uzumaki Khan changing his channel based off of that shit. I wonder if there's anything to do with it. Mind wipe having Sanji said I do. They kissed. Sanji said I do. Hebi and Pudding kissed him after the wedding to say I actually love you. That kiss was not a part of the ceremony. They didn't kiss and cement their marriage. No. Dang, fat shaming Big Mom now. Yes, Big Mom deserves it. She kills people and destroys towns because she couldn't get a cake. Pick up a weapon if you're a pirate. Y'all are ridiculous. Yeah, and cutting back over to the fight with the scabbards, Kaido is cut and he gets back up. He's saying that y'all are actually able to hurt me. It hurts, I feel it, but ultimately nothing changes. Your cuts are too shallow. No, you'll never be able to cut me the same way that Odin did. No samurai. A samurai of that caliber will never appear again. I feel like that was a little too on the nose. Like, just like openly saying that, like, your cuts, these people's cuts are too shallow. The only other person to ever do something like this to me is Kozuki Oden. You're not Kozuki Oden. Leads me to three different possibilities. Either Zorro, because he got the sword that cut Kaido, he's been training in armament hockey in the Rio technique, and on top of it, like every piece of evidence that Fiji has ever pointed out, that editor comments, Oda comments, magazines, lore connections and all that. Zorro, it could actually be Zorro. Zorro could cut Kaido or harm Kaido in an equal to or greater way than Oden ever did. And that actually legitimately scares the fuck out of me. Because if Zorro does what Fiji says he is, then Luffy is beating Blackbeard on some crazy shit, unless Blackbeard has ascended to some Kaguya bullshit, which I hope we don't do unless it's explained and developed properly. Because outside of that, there really shouldn't be any reason for any like logical way for Blackbeard to get on another level past what he is now. Because as of now, he has, quote unquote, the strongest Logia and one of the most destructive Paramecia devil fruits. He has Whitebeard's devil fruit, the world's strongest man, and a Logia devil fruit that allows him to absorb literally everything. I know there are people who say he's going to get a third devil fruit that'll raise him up, but in all honesty, I'm not of that belief. I think it just adds more to his kit rather than putting him on a whole nother level. So whatever Blackbeard does to raise his cap or raise his ceiling, it needs to be something that makes sense. Because if it's not, then you're falling into Kaguya levels of bullshit. And people, the fan base, like diehard fans themselves, are already saying that One Piece is starting to lose its stride again. Because I remember people saying the same thing back in Fishman Island all the way through Punk Hazard. No, in Fishman Island, Punk Hazard was more of that classic One Piece adventure this island feel. And then once we got to Dressrosa and it started dragging along, that's when people started saying again that, yeah, One Piece is starting to lose the momentum that it's always had. It doesn't feel the same. And from what I remember, that's when a lot of people started to bash One Piece rather than just keep the hype going. Especially since it was said that, yeah, we're going to Wano soon, we're going to Wano. Then we ended up at Whole Cake Island and people bashed the hell out of Whole Cake just so we could hurry up and get the Wano. If Zoro gets the killing blow on Kaido, it doesn't mean he'll be on a Yonko level. Luffy will still have done the majority of the damage dealt to him. I agree with that. I absolutely do. My issue with it isn't so much Zoro killing Kaido. It isn't that Zoro killing Kaido. It's just the progression of it and the fact that the Straw Hats already have a tremendous amount of hype behind him. Zoro, the toughest opponent Zoro's had in the New World right now, was arguably Gyukimaru and Pika. Those are the only two. One, Pika because he was so goddamn massive and kept running. Gyukimaru because I guess he didn't have his third sword. And to go from fighting people like that with relative ease and then going straight to like absolutely killing an emperor, I can't get behind it. Like 100%. I'm sorry. I'm not with it. Oh, and another option as to what Kaido could be saying, you're not Kozuki Oden. Mogame, I'm here. Yo, Mogame, what's going on, man? But yeah, like another person that Kaido could be referring to when he said you're not Kozuki Oden. Two other people actually. The first being Yamato. Absurd. What about the Yeti Cool brothers? He lost. They sniped him from a massive distance. They snuck him with knockout gas. Like he didn't lose. It was knockout gas. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Next person bring up the Yeti Cool brothers, you're banned. Yeah, another person that Kaido could be referring to is Yamato. The whole, it's a lot less likely than it being Zorro, but the possibility is still there. Yamato fighting against the Beast Pirates. If Yamato is going to attack Kaido, her proclaiming that she is Kozuki Oden and then attacking him and causing damage, not a cut, but hitting him and causing damage similar to how Oden did. I guess that could parallel. Another one in like the fucking out there, my head canon head ass prediction is that it could be Momonosuke, simply because he's not Kozuki Oden. He's his son. He's his own person. You're right. I'm not Oden. I'm Momonosuke, and he cuts him on some once in a lifetime super magical family power up bullshit. But that's like, oh my god, out there. It's the way for that to happen is that the stars would need to align a certain way. The planets would need to be in alignment. They need to find the lost city of Atlantis, complete the Ouija, find the Da Vinci Code, and beat the Mirror Man in the fifth dimension bullshit. And then maybe Oda would think about letting Momonosuke do that. But outside of that, that's like the most out there prediction that I can think of. Oh yeah, and this is the shit that kind of got me. Kaido tells them exactly what's what. You're too weak. He roars, and Kaido's kind of showing off a lot. Like, the man roars and can cause wind slashes. He roars and it becomes lightning. He can shoot fire out of his mouth. The man is the Avatar in dragon form. Name one pirate fight where there was no cheating involved. I'll wait. Crocodile. No. Yeah, Crocodile. No cheating. Crocodile. Luffy. Crocodile. He saw nothing. Yeah, Crocodile. Two pirates fighting. No cheating involved. Crocodile didn't cheat. He had the home field advantage. Luffy didn't cheat. He came prepared. Whitebeard versus Roger. They just kept going at each other. I would say Luffy versus Shiki in Strong World, but yeah, Luffy cheated hard. That man supercharged his gear third with a storm that bust an island. That was a gear 4 level attack. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was some crazy bullshit. Another one with no cheating. Luffy versus Z at the end. That was just a slugfest of hockey. And then Z just said, alright, I'm done. No cheating. Just a battle of respect. Luffy versus Katakuri. No cheating. No cheating involved. As a matter of fact, it was no cheating to the... Yeah, Usopp versus Luffy. No cheating. Luffy versus Katakuri was so cheatless that when somebody did cheat for Katakuri, he stabbed himself to make it even. No cheats. And you can say, oh, Luffy ran away over the course of 12 hours a lot. Crocodile's hook is cheating. I mean, but it literally had no effect. Crocodile already had that hook before Luffy met him. It's not cheating. It's just a part of his kit. Poison hook. Cheating is in the middle of the fight, you blow a whistle and then you get backup coming in. If you already have it before you meet the person, it is not cheating. The first round of Luffy versus Crocodile, that was cheating because he brought in a barrel of water and he still lost. He had poison too. That's not cheating because he came equipped with that before he even met Luffy. And he only resorted to it at the very end. He had it before he met him. Judge cheated. Judge cheated? Yeah, Judge cheated. Judge absolutely fucking cheated. Sanji, every single one of the brothers cheated. Except as far as if Yonji did cheat, he still got his ass whooped. Niji cheated because Ichiji said, we have Zeph, and if you don't stop and comply, we'll kill him. Shut up. Yeah, Judge cheated by calling in Wall. He was getting his ass whooped. Cheating is when one uses underhanded tactics in an otherwise fair fight. Okay, let me ask you this. Is it considered cheating if the other person doesn't know you have that ability? Is that considered an underhanded tactic? When you finally bust it out, like at the opportune moment, and they did not know you had it. Even Sanji cheated against Luffy using the fact that he knew Luffy wouldn't fight back. That's not so much cheating. Luffy just refused to fight. Don Krieg super cheated, and so did Jack. Okay, in the case of Don Krieg and Jack, they cheated with poison gas. Crocodile had a poison hook. There was a chance that if he couldn't land that, if he couldn't land that hook stab, then he wasn't getting it. He wasn't winning that. Jack and Don Krieg, they just straight up boom. And is Buster Call cheating? A Buster Call is absolutely cheating. Yes, you have the golden snail, but you're calling in an armada. That is definitely cheating. A Buster Call is 100% cheating. Ain't no such thing. If you call in 100 ships with like thousands of backup against a one-on-one, yeah, that's cheating. You just called your homies and y'all just ran down on me. That's cheating. In a fight of pirates, there is no such thing as cheating. If there's part of your arsenal, then it's not cheating. Oh yeah, Tyler, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. And like, look at what Shanks said in the beginning. You're not fighting saints. We're pirates. There's no such thing as a fair fight. Like, if I have it, if I can do it, if I can win, I'm going to do it. Like, look at Game of Thrones when Bronn tossed the champion out of the moon door. You fight with no honor. Yeah, he did. Now you end up dead. But we know that there's no such thing as cheating in a pirate fight. It's just, we were just pointing out, yeah, these motherfuckers cheated. By our logic, these motherfuckers cheated. Nah, Kaido felt like the old lady cheated. Okay, yeah, Kaido definitely felt like that. Kaido was enjoying that fight. Kaido was 100% enjoying that fight. Then the old lady with Bon Clay's devil fruit turned into Momonosuke, and then he killed that bitch. He killed her. He just walked up. He was going to the execution. He was like, yeah, I killed her a couple days ago. And Orochi, isn't that like Orochi's grandmother? He was like, yeah, I killed her. And he was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. It's like this. In boxing, a fair fight is a 1v1 with gloves. If one goes into the fight with some brass knuckles under the gloves and his opponent don't know, it's cheating, right? So even if Luffy don't, it's cheating. Yeah, okay. I guess it is cheating. But that's only if you come back with the glove, with the brass knuckles. Well, no, you know what? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I can't justify it, but at the same time, I can't really say otherwise. You gonna finish this before Aussie idiots do their stream? Oh, the Aussie idiots are doing their stream today? I think I might need to jump back on Fridays. I did not know the Aussie idiots were streaming. Depending on what time that they're streaming, sure, because we've been going for like, oh, yeah, a little under an hour, like 58 minutes. I might wrap up in a second. Yeah, because we're at the end of the chapter. Kaido roars, slicing wind, and it breaks Kiku's sword and takes off one of her arms. I think it's fucked up that this happened, especially because in this shot of Kiku losing her arm, in my opinion, that like showcases her armor the best I've ever seen it. Like every other shot of Kiku in the armor, it either looks disproportionate or just elongated. So point proven, Crocodile cheated. I can't disprove your point. I don't agree with it, but at the same time I do agree with you. Crocodile cheated, but at the same time he kind of already had that. Luffy just didn't know. But yeah, he did cheat. Bringing poison to a fight is cheating in itself, unless your devil fruit is poison. Like Magellan can't cheat with poison. That's literally his ability. Crocodile went out of his way to make a hook, to make a golden hook hand that the hook has a golden sleeve that comes off and it's a poison hook. Yeah, Crocodile cheated. Crocodile definitely cheated. Crocodile cheated. Hey, but to be honest, Gon, he already beat Luffy twice. Like, Luffy took 2 L's and, like, what the hell? Luffy won the war but lost 2 battles. He had to keep coming back. Yeah, Kiku loses an arm, sword breaks. Izo and Kinemon are both understandably shocked, and Kiku's sitting there with the white eyes, with the milky white eyes, not passed out, but just in shock. Toei, if you censor this, there is a lot of blood there. If you censor this, there is going to be hell. Twitter will lose its shit. I'm predicting that right now. Twitter will lose its shit. And it says no break next week. I'm going to take that at face value because Oda did say he wanted to get to chapter 1000 by the end of the year. I think it's still possible. Even though he did take that unexpected 2 weeks, I think it might still be possible. Rating! I'm going to give this chapter an 8. A solid 8. 8 out of 10, man. 100% 8 out of 10. Everybody thought that Kaido was getting no diffed. He was about to die. He was gonna lose. Oh, why did the Scabbards need allies if they could do this to Kaido, man? Shut up. Because if they didn't have allies to take out the fodder, they couldn't get the Kaido. They could hurt Kaido, and just like I've been saying for the longest goddamn time, they can hurt Kaido. Kaido can be hurt. That does not mean they're doing significant enough damage to actually KO or kill him. Not happening. Hell. The man got up. Oh my God. Y'all pierced him for the first shot, for the first hit. All of you pierced Kaido through a part of his body, and he was just standing there, looming over the battlefield like Emperor Palpatine with Luke versus Vader, doing absolutely nothing. It didn't faze him. He was just spectating the fight, and then when Jack was getting absolutely annihilated, he said, "That's it. That's enough. Now I'm getting involved." So I think the community absolutely overreacted, much like we tend to always do. People think if you hit Kaido, he's not supposed to move or get bruised. I agree with you. The fandom puts way too much stock into like absolute dialogue. Yes, dialogue is supposed to be absolute, but still take it with a grain of salt. When they say Kaido is immortal, I don't think that they necessarily mean if you cut off his head, he won't die. Like on some Hidan shit. I think they mean he's immortal in the sense that nobody has ever been able to kill him yet. We only 9 weeks left in this year, Silver. Only 9 weeks left in this year. We're in 3, 6, 9. 3, 6. Yeah, and we got what? 7 chapters left? Yeah, so Oda's allowed 2 more breaks. If Oda takes more than 2 breaks this year, we're not getting to chapter 1000 for the last chapter of the year. Christian says you've got an hour. I mean, they can stream. I'm not holding them back from streaming. Like, what the hell? For 7 chapters. Yeah, 9 weeks for 7 chapters. Kaido gives everyone a fair shot at killing them. I agree with you. He does. And if you don't prove that you're strong enough to actually kill him or put up a fight, then I'm sorry. He's disappointed and he's about to wild on you. But yeah, like I said, the community overreacts to a lot of dialogue that comes in. When it was stated that Kaido is immortal, they instantly jumped. Somebody gave Kaido the immortality surgery. He can't be killed. That's why he can't be killed. I think it's just because nobody has been able to kill him at this point. People have fought him. He's been beaten. They couldn't kill him. Handed over to the Marines. They tried to execute him. They couldn't kill him. People say, oh, if that's the case, if he's been captured multiple times, then an admiral had to have attempted to execute him. So an admiral couldn't kill him. He has to be absolutely immortal. There's nothing that states that an admiral attempted to execute him. You cannot make a statement like that without evidence to back it up. Oh, you can't prove that they didn't. That's not how evidence works. It's just not. The One Piece fandom has a really bad habit of doing that shit. I'm tired of it. I'm putting my foot down. They love you in the chat. What? I'm still trying to figure out why literally the entire community isn't talking about Marco saying Kaido is an ogre. I think that's mostly because people have moved on from the ogre thing, and that falls in line with my theory of Kaido being part ancient giant. Let's just call them ogres. The ancient giant race, the continent pullers, the Oars race. If Kaido is part Oars race, and Onogashima is the home of the Oars, is the original home of the Oars race, or just a sacred place for them, it makes sense of why Kaido came here after the Rocks Pirates separated. It would explain his weird ass figure, why he has horns, why his daughter has horns, when we haven't seen any other race in the series have these type of specific horns, especially looking at his Jolly Roger. It looks just like Oars and Oars Jr. It looks just like their Jolly Roger. I'm calling Kaido as part Oars race. I'm going to reiterate that shit until I'm my dying dead. And when people tell me no, and it actually gets confirmed, I'm going to hit them with the Eric. Boop. Who called it? I called it. But yeah, that's the end. Like I said, that's the end of the chapter. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Good chapter. We got a lot of dialogue, a lot of stuff that could be alluding to other things. Kaido showing that he's not down for the count. This is not all it takes to take down an emperor, because if it was, I feel like Big Mom would have went down. You can quote me on that, even though the Capone alliance really isn't enough, really doesn't compare to the alliance that we have here. I mean, we have a Whitebeard pirate on our side right now. We have 2 Whitebeard pirates. And we're also missing 2 people. The first one being, who was the person that Marco was talking to on the ship? He was talking to them as if they've been in Wano this entire time and they left and they've just been here. And the person that was behind Jinbei and Robin when they first entered, because it couldn't have been Yamato, could it? No, that could have been Yamato. I'm gonna take that back. That could have been Yamato, just a weird ass silhouette. But we're still missing that one person, the person that Marco was talking to on that ship. I'm actually curious as to who y'all think that is, because at first I thought it could have been Yamato himself until we got more information on who Yamato was. Big Mom reassuring Paraspero about her moves though. Oh yeah. Shit, I missed a lot of talking points. Shit, this is why I need to start taking notes again. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, I think that was last chapter, wasn't it? Oh yeah, Big Mom, first off, Big Mom just let Marco walk away. Why that is, I have no idea. I think it's because he allied with Paraspero and she honors alliances, even though that makes no fucking sense. She wouldn't respect the alliance. I guess it's because she has better things to do. And if Marco is on the side of Luffy and helping to take down Kaido, Big Mom, that whole exchange in and of itself pretty much confirms that Big Mom is going to betray Kaido. She's going to betray Kaido at some point. Paraspero says, we want to see you become Pirate King or Pirate Queen. Like, what are you doing allying with Kaido? Only one can be at the top. She says, I know that. Don't you trust what I'm doing? I know what the hell I'm doing. And she smiles, and Marco gives a speech, and that's it. What is Big Mom planning against Kaido? And ultimately, I think she's going to betray him. She's going to take his poneglyph, and I think Big Mom's going to continue on to be another of the main and final villain for one more arc. And I think that's going to be Elbaf, where she ultimately is taken out. Big Mom has too many connections to Elbaf, has too many ties to Elbaf. We still don't know the reaction that the Giants had when one of the Giants who came to visit Mother Caramel saw what happened at the orphanage during Big Mom's birthday. Like, the Giants know about that, and if we get there after Big Mom's taken out and they start talking about it and they go, you defeated Big Mom, we're so grateful, long ago she ate Mother Caramel. So the fuck what? Okay, what, you're telling us this now and it has absolutely no emotional weight to it. It has no weight in the story. But if we're there and Big Mom's there too, we have an antagonist for the arc. If the royal giants like Loki isn't going to be an antagonist, if Big Mom shows up to Elbaf, she's the antagonist, and we're fighting against Big Mom by herself, and that still isn't enough to take her out. And we get that information dropped on her, and she just loses her fucking mind. All but confirms Weevil too. Marco's speech lends me to believe that the other remnants of the Whitebeard Pirates will come. All but confirms Weevil too. Since they're hunting for Weevil, which hasn't been brought up in a while, I mean, since Weevil is hunting for Marco and that hasn't been brought up for a while, I think that he could show up at this point. But Marco told her, like, yes, he is our captain. He gave us an order, but he's like, Whitebeard is dead now. We respected his last order, and now we're all free to do whatever we want. Marco pretty much said what Rayleigh said. I don't even know where some of them are right now. How many islands do you think make up Elbaf? I think it's just one island, but because it's an island of giants, I think that island is fucking massive. I think it's in the Grand Line. It extends into the Calm Belt. Fucking massive. And I think it also extends upward into the sky, making it a sky island as well. We might get introduced to new giant pirates who are in the Grand Fleet. Oh yeah, we already know some of them. And we know that one of them is Stanson, the giant that Rayleigh saved at the auction house. So he already knows. Well, I'm not even gonna say knows the Straw Hats, but we've met him before. Greta or Gertie, I forgot her name. Big Mom's like childhood friend. Big Mom's childhood friend. The rest of them I think are all new. But aside from them, you got what were the two giants? I think not Onigumo. Why did I say Oni? Why am I thinking Onigumo? That's dumb. Give me one sec. One Piece. Giants. Oimo and Kashu, right? I think that's their names. Oimo and Kashu. Come on. Oimo and Kashi, not Kashu. Oimo and Kashi. Going down the list of the giants that we're most likely are gonna have on our side. First off, we got Hydrogen, who's the captain of the New Giant Pirates. We have Staunton, who we already know. We got Road, who's a part of the New Giant Pirates. Goldberg and Gerd. Those are the New Giant Pirates. Those are the people who make up the New Giant Pirates right now, or at least the main people. Those are the main people that we know. Apparently Buggy had a bunch of giants on his crew that consisted of Hydrogen, but they defected to join the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. What the hell? Am I still live? My shit. Hold on. Am I still live? Am I still live? Yeah, I'm still live. All right, my YouTube just crashed for some reason. Why is all my shit crashing? Okay, yeah, but those are the main players that make up the New Giant Pirates. We got Oimo and Kashi from excuse me, from Enies Lobby, who made friends with Usopp. They said that they were headed back to Elbaf, and then at some point they were gonna go look for their captains, which Usopp already knew where the hell they were. So those two most likely went and found Dory and Brogy. Those four already know the Straw Hats, have some kind of relationship with them, and it makes sense that they would come back. They would find out that Staunton is the new. I mean, not Staunton. That Hydrogen is the new captain of the New Giant Pirates. They join that crew because they're under Luffy. And yeah, we got a massive giant crew. And then once we get to Elbaf, oh wait, shit, we got more giants. Oh wait, these are all non-canon, motherfucker. The kids are experimental giants, and the numbers in the ancient giant race. Okay. But yeah, those are the New Giant Pirates. We know that once we get to Elbaf, we're going to have some type of relationship with them. And they're most likely, if they're still there, they're going to vouch for the Straw Hat Pirates once they get there. I doubt Big Mom is the baddie of Elbaf. First off, go and spell that right. I don't give a damn what the new spelling is. Elbaf is Fable spelled backwards. I think Loki has been established enough to be the big baddie of that arc. It's time done after Wano, I feel. The thing is, we don't know if Loki is the big bad of the arc, because the only thing that we know about Loki is that he fell in love with Lola at first sight. She turned him down, and that just ended the alliance that with Big Mom. He lost love. As far as we know, he's not really all that antagonistic. Ooh, excuse me. He's not really all that antagonistic, and goddamn, he's not all that antagonistic. And we have a massive legend on our. We have two massive legends on our side that'll vouch for the Straw Hats. She married now. Yeah, and Lola's married now. The only way I could see Elbaf, like Loki, becoming antagonistic is if Capone reappears in Elbaf. Loki finds out that she married Gotti, And because Nami and the Straw Hats have a relationship with Lola and Chiffon, they try to protect them, and Loki gets infuriated, and Loki just get furious and starts to fight them. That's the only way I see it. But even then, whoever else is in Elbaf, I feel like they'd stop Loki. I don't think he'd be able to hold up, to be able to continue a one-sided, like a one-man rage against the Straw Hats, unless he's an Emperor tier character. No, not through Big Mom's side. Loki is a baddie through Hadrian. Do we know that? Give me a second. Because I'm right here on the wiki. Do we know that, though? Display capture? Give me 1 second, because I don't want my bad stuff to pop up if it is up here, if I'm not on the wiki. Oh, I am on the wiki. Okay. Let's zoom it in. Let's zoom that in. And I hate that this happens. Relationship Elbaf Giants. The Prince of Elbaf, Loki, is deeply respected individual within the Kingdom of Giants. His birth was toasted during the Winter Solstice Festival. Fire Festival, Winter Solstice Festival. That's hilarious. He had the privilege to propose to his 23rd daughter, Charlotte Leland, a person who made... Give me 1 second. Kumbaya, what the hell? Man was watching hentai before the stream. Really was not. I really was not. My hentai interactions are limited to after streams. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Loki's goddamn stuff. Charlotte Lennon. Oh. Loki's goddamn history. Respected Loki stronger than their universal hatred. Wait. Whoa. Had the marriage been successful with the Giants, hatred for Lennon would have ceased, showing that their respect for Loki is stronger than their universal hatred for Lennon. Consequently, when Lola escaped and Lennon attempted to pass off the twin chiffon as a replacement, the Giant discovered the deception, came to detest Lennon further, offending their prince. Loki fell in love. Yeah, there's nothing that says that Loki is like hated by any means. Married the Big Mom's side, baddie through Hadrian. Yeah, there's nothing that says that Hadrian, that he's like a baddie, like him and Hadrian have any kind of like disdain for each other. It's okay, Silvers. I lost respect. Don't lie. I lost respect for you a long time ago when you modded me. What? What am I lying? Wait, what am I lying about? Oh, you talking about the hentai thing? No, hentai is after stream. It's after stream, after Monster Hunter, but before Rick and Morty. Before I start watching Rick and Morty. What the hell is up with Big Sis? With Big Sis? What? Oh yeah, MM Bros. What's going on, man? How you doing? Look up hydrogen. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hydrogen. Boom, 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 boom. Relationships, crew, stunts. Oh wait, no. Go back up. Relationships, crew, stunts and gird, allies, above giants, enemies. I'm not seeing anything with that history. Okay, past one. He was 18 years old. Hydrogen was a stern training Elbaf warrior before the Winter Solstice Festival. After a sparring match with Raideen, Hydrogen greeted Zorro and Jarl when they arrived in the village, invited the children to feast on the Semla, on the 7th day of the first moon, traveling devastated, blah, blah, blah. After his life, he and 4 giants began a plan to recruit more giants to revive the formerly infamous giant power pirates, with Hydrogen leading the crews, resulting blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing anything that says Loki. Yeah, there's nothing in here that mentions Loki, bro. I'm doing good. Hey, that's good to hear, man. Hope you're staying safe during this whole corona crap. Yeah, Gone, what are you talking about? Him and like Hydrogen and Loki have some type of antagonistic relationship. I don't remember anything like that. Personality, he is an arrogant, bragging that if it wins, competition, marry, know me. Relationship, crew, stunts, and allies. Enemies, Charlotte, no Quixote parts. The Big Sis in chapter 922. Oh no, all of this porn. Not the porn. Wait, why the hell? Where's my mouse? Oh. Not the porn. Dun, 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 dun. Did I really just close out my did I just close out the chapter? I think I just closed out the chapter, my dumb ass. Doing good, Big Sis. Now she's singing Hiyori's. Oh, you talking about Black Maria? She's singing Hiyori's song. Nobody says anything about it. She's singing a song. She's singing, but I think that's just for like tone and shit. I don't think it relates to anything unless she likes Hiyori's song, or Black Maria could turn traitor against Kaido. I'd be down with that. Black Maria is working with Hiyori. I still believe that I still think that Black Maria might actually be Yamato's mother. I mean, it looks about right. The only thing is Yamato's super little, but size really don't matter in One Piece, giggity. I mean, look at Shirahoshi. Oh, Mo, you talking about Black Maria in the last chapter. I thought Hydrogen had some beef with Loki. Guess it was wrong. Yeah, I was looking for it. I was confused as hell about what you were talking about, bro. But, alright, I think I'm gonna, end it here. been going on for an hour and a half. Like I said, I think it was a good chapter. Solid 8. A lot of alluding to a lot of future events, things that could possibly happen. Fiji might be right. Fiji might be right. I'm giving him more credit I'm giving him a little bit more credit. I went from, you might be 40%, I give you 40%. I'm giving him like 60, maybe 70%. I don't think Zoro, but I don't think that Zoro's going to 100% kill Kaido. No. Hell no. Can't happen. I'm sorry. That's just disgusting. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? I swear to God, if this fixes it, I'm gonna be pissed. Widgets. Before I go, real quick, predictions for the next chapter. Just going by Oda's history, I think we might be cutting away from everything going on the top of Onogashima. We're gonna see Kaido, or if we do see it next chapter, Kaido's gonna be up there and says, now it's time for all of you to die. We're gonna see a flash. Everybody's faces lit up by whatever light is coming to. Now the shit wants to work. Now this shit wants to work. Ain't that's some bullshit. Chill stream, bro. I try to make this as chill. Kiki is in room. Yo. Next chapter we see what Law's up to. Yeah, where the hell is Law? Because the last time we saw him, he was walking with somebody, and in front of him, that looked like Hawkins. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for what time is it? I'm gonna try to go for like another 10 minutes. Let's just fucking talk. Corona. Yeah. Next chapter, I think we're gonna see Kaido tell them it's hopeless. You've already lost. He's going to ready up a beam that flies at them. Izo is going to be holding Kiku in his arms, telling her it's going to be okay, you're going to be fine. They're going to look up, light engulfs all of them in separate panels, and then it cuts over to another situation. And next time we see Kaido, he's back downstairs and we don't know what's going on with the scabbards. That's my prediction. That's what I think is going to happen. And we're going to find out what Law's been up to. Last we seen Law, he was hiding in the attic of the castle. I thought he was moving through the battlefield with his crew and somebody else. I feel like the chapter 1000 Luffy will get to the roof. Chapter 1000, I feel like it's a lot of expectations. A lot of people are setting expectations for chapter 1000, and I don't think that Oda can just play this off as it's just another numbered chapter. I'm not going to put too much faith in numbers like he always says, but for some reason the numbers that people predict, there's always something big that happens there. But I don't think that he can just not do something not openly do something special for chapter 1000. That's not just another chapter. That is a milestone. That is something that very few manga could actually achieve. 1000 chapters. Off the top of my head, the only one that really comes to mind off the top of my head is Kochikame. And that shit went on for a long time. I think Kochikame has been going on for something stupid like 40 or 50 years. 1000 chapters going back to Reverie and Blackbeard showing up. Something big like that. I could see a massive info dump of lore, just straight up. This happened during the Void Century. This is how I steal devil fruits. Or what I want to happen is for a big reveal, and the end of that chapter starts the Ace flashback. The portion of Wano that Oda promised was set aside for Ace. We never got enough Ace. And people are besmirching the name of Portgas D goddamn Ace. And again, I'm saying this on stream because I put it on Twitter. Depending on the relationship that Ace and Yamato had, I'm saying Yamato is more worthy to inherit Ace's will and Devil Fruit than Sabo. Sabo was a childhood friend that they drank their first sip of alcohol with. He died, and then decades later, like 2 decades later, Luffy found out he was alive. I understand Luffy's big attachment to him because shit. I understand Luffy's big attachment to Sabo because he was a little kid. And they said, "You're my brother." Little kids take that shit super serious. Ace was a kid too, but still. And I know I'm applying this to real life logic because I used to have a friend in elementary school named Devon. I was with Devon when somebody first fired a gun at me. We went through a life-changing and scarring period together. I don't talk to that man no more. I don't even know where he is. I should probably find out where he is. I'm saying Yamato joins the crew. Oh yeah, hell yeah. We doing the new crew member discussion now? Okay, I'm all for it. Shoot. Who does everybody think is going to join the crew? And if you say Carrot, you're banned. I feel by chapter 1000, Luffy will get to the roof. Absolutely. It's a possibility. He's probably spying on Black Maria, lol. Giggity. Chapter 1000 going back to Reverie. Yeah. Big possibility. Think for sure chapter 1000 marks the end of Act 3. I feel like that's not big enough. I really do. But it could, that actually could be. Because we're moving into the climax of this act. And once it builds high enough, curtains close, open up on another act. I think for sure chapter 1000 about to be all the warlords fighting and their bounties, and then Vegapunk SSG reveal. Future, that's actually kind of fire. Yamato more worthy than Tama. Hell nah. Than Tama? No, than Sabo. Yamato is definitely more worthy than Tama. I don't understand. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say I don't understand. I don't, you know, yeah. I'm not gonna say it's illogical, but me personally, I don't understand the idea that Tama is more worthy to join the crew than any other candidate. Her dream was wasn't to become a ninja. It was to go out to sea with Ace specifically. And if you haven't, go back and go to the playlist that I have marked Sniper Island Sit Downs with Shonen Oji. He brought up the idea that that with Marco being here and Marco knowing a lot about Ace and what his life was like with the Whitebeard Pirates, seeing as how he was with them for a number of years, they could sit down and, you know, Marco gives Tama like a long bedtime story about Ace and what his life was like. And now Tama has a new dream. Whatever that dream may be, I think it's going to be rooted in Wano. Because even if she still wanted to be a Kunoichi for the sake of being a ninja, everybody who's capable of teaching her that is in Wano. Nami is not qualified to teach her how to be a ninja. All she knows how to do is be a thief. And the only like overlap a thief and a ninja have are sneaking around. She could teach her weather abilities, which she thinks is... I already saw that. It was Yamato, Carrot, and Vivi. Yep, right there. I got the fucking chat back up. Yamato, Carrot, and Vivi. Amen, bros. I respect Yamato and Vivi, so I will let the Carrot prediction go. I don't remember what I was talking about. Carrot for crew food. Vivi first and maybe Sabo? Wait, what? I'm saying Yamato joins the Straw Hats. Absolutely. Wait, Silvers has friends? Yes, Silvers has friends, Heavy. No, I've never had any of my friends on stream. That's some scary shit. Someone unexpected and random like how Robin was in Alabasta. Oh yeah, I did not predict Robin joining the crew. I thought Vivi was 100% coming with us, and then she showed up, and I was like, oh yes, Vivi is coming with us. Vivi is coming back. Then she said, I'm here to say goodbye. Motherfucker. Every time I rewatch Alabasta, part of me still believes that she's going to come with us. Part of me hopes that she still comes with us. And then she hits me with that I'm here to say goodbye bull. She should have left. Vivi should have stayed. Johnny and Yosuke should have stayed. Think about the natural progression that the Straw Hats have in terms of gaining power and strength over the series. If Johnny and Yosuke stayed with the crew, they would be the sickest badass tag team you have ever seen in the series. What would their dream be? Who the fuck knows? I don't care. I didn't think about it that far. I thought about it a little bit because I have a script written out for it for a video that I'll probably never make. Johnny and Yosuke had the potential to be some real badass motherfuckers. But they said we got to get back to doing what we were doing. What were they doing? Bounty hunting. What did they get back to doing? Not bounty hunting, because they stayed in Kokoyashi Village and became fishermen. Tama learned how to be a kunoichi from Tenguyama. Tenguyama's a swordsman, not a ninja. That was so she could sail with Ace. Luffy will honor that promise for him. But Luffy honoring the promise to take Tama out. Tama didn't want to go out to sea just because she wanted to go out to sea. She wanted to go out to sea with Ace. She wanted to experience that adventure with Ace, not Luffy. And she's not a full-fledged kunoichi. She still has a long way to go. And imagine if Laboon could have followed and the Kraken and Gin. Gin, I never understood why people thought he would join the crew. He had respect for Sanji. He thought Luffy was kind of peculiar, but I never understood the Gin hype train. I never understood it. Laboon, that would have been some scary shit. And if the Kraken continued on, as a matter of fact, look at Grand Line Review. Go to Grand Line Reviews' channel after the stream. He actually has a video. What if everybody who Luffy asked to join the crew said yes? We lose out on Chopper because we have because we would have shit. I have his face. I have his personality. I know everything. Crocus. Because we have Crocus, because when Nami gets bit on Little Garden, we have an ace doctor there, so there's no reason to head to Little Garden. But I disagree with that. If Nami gets bit, we don't have the supplies to treat that because everybody in the world thinks that virus that illness is gone. Everybody thinks that illness is gone, and Kureha is like only has that stuff because she's a doctor rooted in one place. She stores it all there. So, and on top of it, we're still going to come across Wapple and all of them in the middle of the ocean. So we're going to grab that. We're going to grab that eternal pose. We're going to head to Drum Island. We're going to go through all of that. Luffy's not going to ask Kureha to join because we already have a doctor, but he's going to ask Chopper to join because he's still a monster that he's interested in. Bear in mind, in Japanese lore, the Tengu taught ninjutsu. Trust Tenguyama taught her. Yeah, he did teach her, but she still has a long way to go. This is how I think they will join. Yamato and Carrot join at the end of the war. Then the news comes in that the bounties come. Child of Kaido, Yamato, Killer, Bunny, Carrot. Then they hear about Vivi and she joins on. That's essentially how I think it's going to go down, minus Carrot plus Momonosuke. Momonosuke wants to be the Shogun of Wano. I'm repeating this for like the 1,000th time. Momonosuke wants to be the Shogun of Wano, so who better to teach him swordsmanship than the future world's strongest swordsman? Nico Robin is like one of the last people in the world, the only person that we know of right now that can translate the poneglyphs based off of her knowledge of how to read it, not just a third eye. She could teach Momonosuke the trait of his family. I mean, that's a whole nother language. Just because like the poneglyphs get translated doesn't mean that an entire culture needs to die. And since they're opening up the borders of Wano, he can be a man of the world, because look at how much Odin changed when he went out to sea, and when he came back, he was even more worthy to become the shogun than anybody else, and people actually wanted him to be. Momonosuke could follow in his father's footsteps while also still being the person that he wants to be. Some island and she gets a bounty. It's like Lost Princess Nefertari. Okay, we're gonna talk about Vivi in a second. I'm gonna say right now, Scopper Gabon is coming to Wano. Future, at this point, I don't fucking know where Scopper is. I still believe Scopper during Marineford. I still believe that Scopper was the bald guy with the tattoo on his head and the pipe. I 100% believe that's Scopper. 100%. And at that time, he was in the East Blue. Over the time skip, we saw Crocus toasting it up with somebody in a straw, a straw hat with the little frill with like the hair coming down in the back. If you look at those hats, that does not necessarily have to be his hair. It attaches to that hat. So it could still be that person in the East Blue. And on top of it, Marco was probably talking to that person that Crocus was toasting it up with. It could be Scopper. I don't know at this point. I want Scopper to come back because, and especially since we're getting more information on him, I want to see more of the Roger Pirates. I do, especially since, and I'm talking about it in present time, especially because of the Odin flashback. We saw these motherfuckers and we got names for them. I want to meet Spencer. Spencer's like the generic cool guy. Yamato is really staying in Wano with Hiyori. If all the scabbards fall, Yamato is the only warrior who can take up that mantle. I agree with you, Gon, but I don't think that all of the scabbards are going to die. Yo, where's Fujitora going to show up to Wano? I don't think Fujitora is going to show up to Wano. But no. Let me move back to Bro's comment. After Wano, like I said, I think Momonosuke is going to join. The qualities of a shogun, and I don't think that Kinemon and all of them are going to leave with them, because they're going to protect Hiyori, who I think is going to end up ruling Wano. She's going to be the shogun of Wano for the time being, and she's going to have Kawamatsu and the other remaining scabbards, especially Izo. I don't think that motherfucker's leaving. He's back home. His fucking sibling is here. I was about to say his brother, and then I was about to say his sister, but then I bailed out on both of them. I think Momonosuke is going to join. I think Yamato is going to go with him. Not as Odin Kozuki, but as Yamato. Oh shit. But as Yamato, and vow to protect him. She's going to teach him the qualities of a warrior of Wano, seeing how she studied up on it all of this time and embodies the spirit of Odin. He's going to learn swordsmanship from Zorro. He's going to learn all of the trades and practices that the Straw Hats have collectively gathered over their adventures and their natural talents. And much like you said, afterwards they're going to find out about what happened at the Reverie, which I think is Cobra died. They tried to pin it on somebody. They attempted to kill Vivi, but she got away and is now on the run. And a lot of people gave me flack for that. Was why wouldn't she just go to the Revolutionary Army? Because she don't fucking know the Revolutionary Army. That's why she would not join the Revolutionaries. She don't know them. She don't know what their end game is. She don't know what their means are. Gon, I don't see why you say Tama. Like, I really don't understand that. But yeah, I think that Vivi is on the run and she is making her way back to the Straw Hats. And at some point, she's going to meet up with them, and she's going to rejoin the crew. And as far as what her motivations are for continuing on with them, whatever her father was trying to do, it's going to align similarly to what Robin's dream is of finding out the Void Century, the true history of the world. Vivi is going to continue on to find the answers of what happened with Alabasta. Why did Alabasta help form the world government but didn't go up to Mary Joie? Like, Vivi is going to inherit the will of her father and continue on from there. What happens to Alabasta? Ultimately, Alabasta is going to be taken over by the world government. The world government takes them over. For the most part, nothing changes. They're relatively safe. The royal family is gone, but at least the country is not being destroyed. Momo and Tama are going to be the apprentices of the crew. I don't agree with that. I think it's just Momo. Knowing that Green Bull doesn't listen to Akainu, I think he might show up in Wano on his Kizaru shit. Kizaru's entrance was some badass shit. That was some hardcore shit. This man came in flying on a cannonball. Who does that? Hey Nick, what's going on, man? Yo, do we think Momo is gonna revert to his original age? No, because this is his original age. He's an 8-year-old who got pushed through a portal that just happened to be, that was in a further point in time. He didn't age. I don't think, and even if he did like get his body boosted to an older age, like, what are the rules to that? Are you boosting up his age based off of some theoretical training that he could have had if he aged that long? Or is it just a natural body like that? Or is his body just naturally developing into some strong hulking thing? And even with that, does his mind evolve with him? Is he now a master swordsman? Like, I don't think that Momonosuke being aged up makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense for me. Also, how Yamato gonna call themselves Odin when they don't use Odin 2 sword style? Word. Embodies the spirit of Odin, not actually Odin. So do you think that that Sabo, I keep saying Yamato, is the number 2 of the Revs, or do you think there's someone else higher? I think there's someone else higher, because every time we get a power structure, like some hierarchy system like that, when they say the right, like, it goes number 2 and then number 1 and then a boss. Like, look at how the Whitebeard Pirates are set up. There's a second division, the first division, and then Whitebeard. I do think that there's somebody else above Sabo. Hell, even when we looked at the revolutionary armies as a whole, like when we got the silhouette of the revolutionary armies, there was somebody else that doesn't match the silhouette of everybody we've met. As far as I'm concerned, Sabo is the captain of the New World section of the New World branch. Like, you got Karasu, Bello Betty, Lindbergh, and the giant guy, and the giant guy. What the fuck was his name? Don't tell me. Hold on. What the hell is his name? Morley? I think it is Morley. I think it's Morley. But yeah, you got those 4 who are in charge of the north, south, east, and west. You got Ivankov, who I'm gonna assume is in charge of the Paradise section of the Grand Line, and then you have Sabo, who I think is in charge of who's the chief of staff, who might be in charge of the New World portion. And then you have Dragon's literal right hand, who commands all of them. Dragon gives him an order. He relays it to all of them, to those goddamn, to those 6, and they relay it to their respective commanders, and then they relay it to the rest of the soldiers. Silvers, you my YouTuber witness, bro. Vivi is the true bloodline of the throne of Mary Joie. That's why Emu wants her. Mark my words. I will quote that. I will quote that. As a matter of fact, hot second, I'll hold you to that. We could screen cap that shit right now. Yep, I got it saved. Bam. Bam, we got it saved. I need to stop procrastinating and get a new chair. Yeah, I got it saved, bro. Do you think first mates always mean that they're the strongest besides the captain because Blackbeard pirates are weird? I don't know who's the strongest crewmate. After Blackbeard, I think the strongest person is Shiryu, but Burgess is the captain of the first ship. So, but Burgess is the first mate in terms of he was Blackbeard's first crew member, I guess, or his most trusted. But yeah, he's like his most trusted, but I don't think that he's the strongest. And on top of it, before he became the captain of the first ship, even though he was his first crew member, his official position was the helmsman. It wasn't the first mate or the vice captain. He was the helmsman. I third that. I also agree with that, Lamau. If Vivi actually is like the true bloodline to something or another of like the empty throne, then I really don't have an opinion on it, and it would kind of blow me away in terms of it would kind of mess me up because like that would lead into the whole fate bullshit, and that we really have no control over it because the Straw Hats saved Alabasta and indirectly saved the true heir to the world. Like, I don't want the Straw Hats to be associated with the most important people in the entire world every single time. Like, and being allied with Vivi, especially to have her on the crew, and she's the heir to the throne of the world, kind of blows my mind away. It really does kind of blow me away. What pitches did he have? He had Vivi, Shirahoshi, and Luffy, right? Yeah, I think he had those 3. And on top of it, the purge that they were talking about, I think that might be a cleanse. Yeah, the cleansing, the purge that they were talking about, I think it might actually be Alabasta. So the Straw Hats might actually backtrack somewhere, or once we get to the end of the Grand Line, once we get to Roadstar or Lodestar, whichever pronunciation it is, we might find out some shit, and then we'll have to go to different sections of the world over like short period of time, a la Game of Thrones, but over a longer span of the series, and do a lot of other tasks. Hell, we might even get the Straw Hats separated again. I think we're gonna head back to Fishman Island because of the prophecy that Luffy's going to destroy it, either directly or indirectly. We might go back to Alabasta because that purge might actually be hold on. It might actually be the purge to eliminate Alabasta because Emu wants Vivi and all of them gone. But I think a turn of events might bring Vivi to him, so he doesn't need to destroy Alabasta to bring her out. I've been saying forever, territory-wise, Luffy meets the Yonko status, ties to Drum Island, Alabasta, Dressrosa, Wano, Amazon, Lily. Those are no small alliances. Let's go back to the very beginning. Starting in the Grand Line. Even though I think territory only matters in the new world in terms of being an emperor because that's where the One Piece is. But in terms of alliances and territory, I will count the stuff in the Grand Line. We got. I'm gonna count Whiskey Peak. I'm gonna count the bounty hunters of Whiskey Peak because they're not Baroque works anymore. Those who are left, the people who are running Whiskey Peak are Mr. Nine and Miss Monday. They're married and they're allied. They're allied to Vivi. They're okay with Vivi. So we got Alabasta. We got the bounty hunters of Whiskey Peak. I'm gonna assume the Spider Cafe, the remnants of Baroque works, like the number agents. If Mr. Nine and Miss Monday come to them and ask them for help, I think they'd come, especially since they're set up in Alabasta, I assume. I think that the Spider Cafe is set up in Alabasta. Give me a second. Give me a second. Bam. Spider. The Spider Cafe. The Spider Cafe is a desert of an unknown island. Okay, so they're not in Alabasta. I thought that they were in Alabasta simply because it was set up in the desert, but those are cactus that's a cactus desert, not like sand dune desert. The Spider Cafes. Oh, the first Spider Cafe location on Alabasta. Yeah, they left. Whatever this like specific island is, I think it might be the same island that Shanks was on that wedding at, which I think was actually Shanks' wedding. But yeah, I think the remnants of Baroque works, these people. So we got Alabasta, we got Whiskey Peak, and we got these guys as allies, but not territory. In terms of territory, we got Alabasta. After Alabasta, I'm counting Skypiea. I'm counting Shandora. I'm definitely counting Shandora. Skypiea was destroyed. Everybody's living on Shandora right now. Or Shandia, however you want to say it. Chill, smoking some big dope, cuz. Yo. How do you feel about the fact that Boa and her sisters might become slaves again? I don't think that's going down. I don't think that that's going down. Hold on. We're gonna get to Boa and them. So we got Alabasta, we got Shandora. After we came from Shandora, we went down Long Ring Longland. I don't think that's our territory. From there, we went to Water 7. I'm definitely counting Water 7. We have the mayor's brother on our crew. If something happens with him, they're definitely coming to help us. And by extension, if something happens to Water 7, Luffy's hauling ass over there because that's Frankie's home. So that's 3 right there. And from Water 7, we went to Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark, that's a barren wasteland right now. That's just an island ship floating in the Florian Triangle. From there we went to Saboti. Okay, we can talk about Amazon Lily right now, which Boa's in love with Luffy. She's definitely going to have that as one of his territories. 100%. I'm counting it. As far as Boa and her sisters becoming slaves again, I don't think that the Kuja pirates are going to hold up there forever. Boa might actually like cut and leave. And because the entire island of Amazon Lily are not Kuja pirates, they're just Amazons and who are recruited into the Kuja pirates at some point. The Kuja pirates as they are now may leave, go to the New World. She joins up and allies with Luffy, and the Kuja pirates are just the citizens of that island. The world government has no reason to fuck with them now. They're only especially with Kobe being there, he could 100% just leave. He could 100% just leave them alone and continue to pursue Boa. And in all honesty, if you believe that Kobe is beating Boa, I'm sorry, me and you can't be friends. We cannot associate with each other. After Amazon Lily, what other places did we go that we could consider territory before the time skip? Ruskina, I'm giving them Ruskina. Luffy controls that island. Luffy controls Ruskina. It's not, we don't have allies there, but I'm counting Ruskina. That's one of our territories. After the time skip, we went down to Fishman Island. That's our first territory. Technically, it's not in the New World, but technically it is, since it's literally smack dab in the middle, underneath. But that's Luffy's first territory. That was a Big Mom territory, so that's 6 right there. From there, we went to Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard, I wouldn't count as one of our territories. We really didn't make any claim for that. And from Punk Hazard, we went to Dressrosa. We have allies there. We made our fleet there. I'm going to count it. Dressrosa to Zoe. I'm counting Zoe as one of our territories. From Zoe to Wano. No, from Zoe to Whole Cake Island. Whole Cake Island is not ours. I do not see us conquering Whole Cake at all. If Big Mom does die, that entire territory, that entire island chain, the entirety of Totland becomes ownership. Hold on, whoa. The entirety of Totland becomes ownership of the Big Mom family and just the Big Mom pirates and her children. That is Charlotte family territory from henceforth. There are too many kids and there are going to be too many generations for this to become Luffy's territory. So where were we at? 7 or 8? And from here to Wano, I'm calling is going to be part of our territory. And I'm already calling Elbaf as our territory right now. So right now he has 9 islands. He has 9 islands under him. I'm going to say it's a good start, but I don't think that it's enough to consider him an emperor. That's why the tagline in that newspaper was "The 5th Emperor appears," because he's making his way to becoming an emperor. Nah, I don't believe he can beat Boa, but Kobe got plot on his side. If Kobe beats Boa, Luffy's going to show up and do to Kobe what he does every time he comes across Kobe. He's going to one-shot him. They're going to get Boa. They're going to bounce. Boa's going to say, "I love you. You're my husband. You came to save me. That means we're married." And she's going to take that shit to the extreme. 100%. 100%. But ultimately, I do think Kobe is for damn sure beating Boa. Gone. You just lost your mod privileges. I feel like the Tank Pirates may get into that because Lola and whatever that guy's name, Gotti, got married, and Lola Nami fucks with Nami. Yeah. In order for Kobe to stay Luffy's marine rival, he is not Luffy's marine rival. He has to progress past the specific character, and I believe that surpassing Boa, otherwise he is not relevant. Kobe is relevant in terms of he is that wide-eyed guy who's making his way through the story now. So, like, let's say in the epilogue, we see Kobe. Kobe is the One Piece equivalent to Konohamaru. He gets way more screen time than, Konohamaru had more screen time, but you get my point. Kobe is that guy that was worth nothing in the beginning of the series, and by the end, we're going to see him be like some Garp type dude, but he never stood a chance against Luffy. So when you think about Two Piece or whatever, you think about Kobe being one of those Marines that say, "I knew the Pirate King. He was one of the strongest motherfuckers to ever exist." Prove me wrong. If Kobe is Luffy's marine rival, why is it that every time he shows up in front of Luffy to try and oppose him, he gets one shot? He gets put down really, really easily. Really easily. At Water 7, Kobe snuck him and kicked him in his jaw. He put him down with absolutely no problem. Even Kobe admitted, "I'm no match for you at all." And then in Marineford, he said, I'm a Marine. I have to stop you. He one-shotted him, probably not even realizing that that was Kobe. And considering what we've seen from Kobe right now, I don't think he stands any kind of chance against Luffy at all. I'm sorry, Gon, you my boy, but I disagree wholeheartedly. Absolutely not. You just compared to Kobe to Garp. I said Kobe is going to be like a Garp character in the future when thinking about Two Piece. That's basically saying Kobe over Boa. Am I wrong? You are wrong. Because I said Kobe is going to be like a Garp character at the end of the series. Luffy is a Roger type character now. When I first saw Kobe, I thought he was joining the crew. Bro, so did I. When Kobe popped up, I was looking at him like, yo, is this? And he was sailing with Luffy to go to Shelltown. He said, I want to be a Marine. And I'm like, yo, one of Luffy's first crew members is going to be a Marine plant? Like, and he's going to get trained and taught by the Marines, and Luffy's going to come back and get him. Like, oh my God, we're going to have a Marine in our crew already. Like, Luffy got Marine spies. Facts, Kobe isn't beating Boa. Helmeppo will. Stop. Stop. Y'all are wild. God damn, it's been a whole nother half hour. I said I was gonna go on for like another 10 minutes. But yeah, in conclusion, I don't think that Luffy is going. No wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't think that Luffy is literally an emperor right now. I think he's making his way to being that emperor. He does have territory. He does have allies. He does, but they don't have the strength to actually beat another emperor or stand next to those emperors. They're making their way to being able to stand next to them, but they're not there yet. Yo, all I'm saying is when Luffy fights Sakazuki, it better be on site, not intro, no talking. Word. If Luffy comes in front of Akainu and they go, I've grown as a person. You killed my brother and I don't hold any hatred for you right now. But I still gotta beat your ass. And it's like 2 chapters worth of talking before they finally. No, I'll drop One Piece if that happens. All I'm saying is Kobe and Smoker are the next generation Garp and Sengoku, both which are stronger than Boa. By the end of this series, Kobe will most likely be stronger than Boa. But as of right now, Boa is washing Kobe. She is beating Kobe. 100% she's beating Kobe. And I do agree with you, there are going to be some similarities between Garp and Sengoku with Smoker and Kobe. Kobe being a high-ranking Marine official, and so would Smoker. But as of right now, Kobe is not beating Boa. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. Boa has the same look of excitement and just confidence that Mihawk does. But whereas Mihawk is confident by himself, Boa has faith in her strength as well as the combined strength of her crew and her people. Kobe ain't beating Boa. Not even close. I'm sorry. The only way I see Kobe beating Boa is if he has an admiral with him. And by that logic, by that scaling of power, Kobe didn't beat Boa with the assistance of an admiral. The admiral beat Boa with the assistance of Kobe. But with that being said, I'm going to end it here. There's no chapter next week. No matter, you know what? I'm not even going to promise anything. I'm not even going to say it because the last break that we had, I talked to Mr. Morge. He was down to do the Sniper Island sit down, and I was 100% ready, but I had some family issues, and on top of it, my computer was jacking up again. So, and I actually do want to have that conversation with Mr. Morge. I do. So if I can't get Morge on sometime this week, it's going to definitely be the next break. 100%. Come on, all Kobe has to do with her is say Luffy's name, game over, and I'm wrong. Am I wrong? If he says I know Luffy, then they're going to be friends. He's not winning. The idiots are live. Yeah, I see it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Like the stream, subscribe if you're new. Have a good one, everybody.